During the Great Depression, your great-grandfather did things to put food on the table that would technically be illegal today, not because he was a criminal, because the rules did not exist yet. Federal alcohol laws, state food handling laws, cottage food cottages, wildlife conservation permits, FDA acidified food rules. Every one of these started after the Depression because the government finally caught up to what working families had always been doing in their kitchens, barns, and backyards. The thing is, almost every one of those trades is now legal again, under modern small batch and cottage food laws. And the artisans doing them are charging premium prices because the regulations that almost killed them off created a moat that nobody under 40 knows how to cross. Today we are counting down 25 banned Depression-era side jobs, still paying $900 a week or more in 2026. The numbers come from verified sources including the TTB, USDA, FDA, Cottage Food Guides, BLS, and Small Business Reporting. Stay until the end because number 1 combines centuries-old tradition with modern licensing, and the artisans doing it are clearing 6 figures from a single backyard operation. If this kind of forgotten practical wisdom is what you came here for, subscribe and hit the bell. There's a new video on this channel every week. Quick note before we start. Every trade in this video has specific state and federal licensing or permitting requirements that vary dramatically. Nothing here is professional, business, or legal advice. Let us count it down. Number 25. The Craft Distiller. Prohibition ended in 1933, but federal distilling licenses remained restrictive enough that home distilling stayed illegal in every state until very recently. Today, small batch distilleries operate under federal TTB licensing and state permits, producing whiskey, gin, and specialty spirits. A nano distillery operation clears $5,000 to $15,000 per month producing premium small batch spirits. Craft distilleries average $70 to $150 per bottle retail, with rare-aged spirits commanding even higher prices. Number 24. The home brewer turned nano brewery owner. Homebrewing was illegal at the federal level until 1978. Despite being practiced openly during and after the Depression, modern nano breweries produce 1 to 3 barrels per batch under federal TTB and state permits. According to industry data, a typical 6-barrel weekly kombucha or beer operation generates $100,000 to $200,000 per year in gross revenue, with margins varying by product. Number 23. The hard cider maker. Apple cider production with alcohol was an everyday Depression-era home skill that became regulated in the same federal sweep. Small batch hard cider makers using local heritage apples charge $12 to $30 per bottle. Craft ciders win premium shelf space in liquor stores and tasting rooms, with established producers generating $50,000 to $150,000 annually. Number 22. The artisan pipe tobacco curer and blender. Tobacco curing was a backyard skill in Depression-era America, especially in the southern states. Federal and state tobacco licensing now controls this industry, but artisan pipe tobacco blenders selling specialty leaf blends through licensed retailers and online clear $2,000 to $8,000 per month with established niche followings. Number 21. The direct sales representative. Door-to-door sales were a Depression-era survival trade. Modern direct sales is the same trade in a regulated frame, with independent contractors for established companies in beauty, supplements, kitchen tools, and home goods. Reps clear $500 to $4,000 per month part-time, with top performers earning significantly higher through team-building structures. Number 20. The ice sculpture artist and specialty ice carver. The ice delivery man was killed by refrigeration, but the trade evolved into specialty ice sculpture for weddings, corporate events, and restaurants. Ice sculptors charge $500 to $3,000 per commissioned sculpture. Major events book multiple pieces, and a single artist clears $3,000 to $10,000 per weekend in peak season. Number 19. The wood pellet and premium fuel delivery. Coal delivery is gone, but modern pellet stoves and outdoor wood boilers have created a steady delivery market for residential customers. Local pellet delivery operators charge $150 to $400 per delivery. Regular winter accounts clear $1,000 to $3,000 per week, with operators building routes of 20 to 50 homes that order monthly through the heating season. Number 18. The small dairy direct-to-door operator. Milk delivery was the Depression-era standard, killed by supermarkets and state pasteurization laws. Modern small dairies operating under state cottage and raw milk laws deliver direct-to-home through subscription models. Operators clear $1,500 to $5,000 per month with 20 to 40 regular customers. And the regulations vary dramatically by state, with some allowing raw milk and others prohibiting it entirely. Number 17. The tallow and lard rendering artisan. Rendering animal fat for soap, candles, and cooking was an everyday Depression skill that became completely industrialized. Artisan rendered tallow for skincare, soap base, and traditional cooking cells for $15 to $40 per pound through Etsy and farmers markets. A retiree with a rendering setup and access to butcher trim can clear $600 to $2,000 per month with steady local restaurant and skincare buyers. Number 16. The artisan beeswax candle maker. Beeswax candles were Depression-era currency, and the trade survived through small batch makers who understand the chemistry of pure wax. Pure beeswax candles sell for $15 to $45 per piece, with twisted tapers and pillar candles clearing the highest margins. A retired beekeeper or candle maker clears $1,000 to $3,000 per month, selling through farmers markets and Etsy direct to consumers who specifically want pure wax. Number 15. The furniture refinisher with eco-friendly strippers. Depression-era refinishing used lye, methanol, and chemical solvents that have been heavily restricted under EPA and OSHA regulations. Modern refinishers using eco-strip products and citrus-based solvents charge $150 to $600 per piece. Antique restoration commands premium rates, with skilled refinishers clearing $2,000 to $6,000 per month working part-time. Number 14. The gold panner and small-scale prospector. Gold prospecting on public lands requires Bureau of Land Management permits and varies dramatically by state. A casual weekend prospector with a sluice box and a claim commonly clears $200 to $1,500 per month from small placer finds. Established prospectors with productive claims can generate substantially more, though the work is genuinely physical and seasonal. Quick question before we keep going. Drop a comment with what your great-grandparents actually did during the Depression that would be regulated today. Brewing, curing, trading, real family history. If you haven't subscribed yet, this is the moment. The next trades are the highest paying on this list and the most regulated. Number 13. The licensed trapper and fur trade specialist. Trapping was a Depression-era cash income that has been heavily regulated under state wildlife laws. Modern licensed trappers earn between $50 and $200 per pelt, depending on species and condition, with steady winter income from raccoon, mink, coyote, and beaver. A retired outdoorsman with proper licensing and trapping lines clears $2,000 to $6,000 per winter season in rural states. Number 12. The hunting guide and outfitter. Depression-era, men hunted to feed families. Today, state-licensed outfitters charge serious money to lead clients on hunts. Hunting guides charge $200 to $800 per day per client, with multi-day guided hunts clearing $2,000 to $6,000 per booking. State licensing requirements are strict and vary by species, but the established outfitters operate booked solid through season. Number 11. The fishing guide and charter captain. Same trade, water version. Depression-era families fished to eat, and today guided fishing trips build premium rates. Inland and coastal fishing guides charge $300 to $700 per half-day trip, with full-day charters clearing $500 to $1,500. A guide with a boat and proper U.S. Coast Guard captain's license clears $30,000 to $80,000 per year, working part-time in season. Number 10. The wild mushroom forager and specialty supplier. Foraging was Depression-era survival, and today restaurants pay premium prices for fresh foraged morels, chanterelles, and porcini. State licensing requirements vary, but specialty mushroom suppliers commonly sell to restaurants at $15 to $40 per pound during peak seasons. A skilled forager with the right knowledge and identification skills can clear $3,000 to $10,000 in a single short morel season. Number 9. The maple syrup tapper and small batch producer. Backyard maple tapping was a Depression-era spring income that quietly survived in the Northeast. Small producers tapping 50 to 200 trees produce 10 to 50 gallons of finished syrup per season, selling at $30 to $75 per quart direct to consumers and at farmers markets. Establishing a sugar bush with established trees and a small evaporator clears $2,000 to $8,000 per 6-week spring season. Number 8. The artisan charcoal maker. Restaurant charcoal for high-end grilling, smoking, and barbecue clears. Premium prices from chefs who want consistent product. Artisan lump charcoal and small batch hardwood charcoal sells for $8 to $20 per 10-pound bag through restaurant accounts and specialty retailers. A producer with a kill or pit setup clears $500 to $2,000 per month with steady restaurant accounts. Number 7. The artisan beef jerky and smoked meat producer. Depression-era smoking and curing kept meat through winter. Today, cottage food laws in many states allow direct sales of certain cured meats, and artisan producers selling locally clear $1,000 to $4,000 per month at farmers markets. The trade requires food handling certifications and may require commercial kitchen access depending on state law. Number 6. The artisan hot sauce maker. Hot pepper sauces fall under FDA acidified food regulations because of pH and shelf stability. Once a producer is properly licensed and FDA registered, small batch hot sauce sells for $8 to $20 per bottle with 70% margins. Established small producers selling through farmers markets, specialty stores, and online clear $2,000 to $8,000 per month, with bigger brands reaching $25,000 monthly. Number 5. The artisan cheesemaker. Cheese production using raw milk is heavily regulated under federal 60-day aging rules and state dairy permits. Small batch artisan cheesemakers selling aged cheddar, feta, and specialty hard cheese clear premium prices at farmers markets and through specialty grocers. A licensed cheesemaker clears $2,000 to $10,000 per month, with specialty cheese reaching $25 to $40 per pound retail. Number 4. The artisan sausage and charcuterie maker. Sausage making was every Depression family's winter trade. Artisan sausages, salami, and cured charcuterie sell for $15 to $45 per pound through farmers markets, specialty butchers, and direct subscription. A licensed producer with a small smokehouse clears $2,000 to $8,000 per month working part-time. Number 3. The backyard meat goat and sheep breeder. Depression-era families kept small livestock for income and meat. Modern small-scale meat goat and sheep operations clear real cash. Live goat sales at livestock auctions and direct-to-ethnic markets pay $150 to $400 per finished animal, with a small herd of 20 does producing 15 to 30 kids annually. Specialty breeds for halal, kosher, and direct meat sales bring premium prices, with established producers clearing $15,000 to $50,000 annually. Number 2. The heritage breed livestock breeder. Beyond market animals, heritage breed preservation is a quiet trade with strong margins. Breeders raising rare heritage chickens, ducks, turkeys, pigs, and cattle sell breeding stock and hatching eggs at premium prices. Heritage breed chicks sell for $10 to $40 apiece. Breeding pairs clear $200 to $800 each, and a focused breeder clears $1,000 to $4,000 monthly through online sales. And here we are at number 1. The trade that combines centuries-old tradition with modern licensing, and the artisans doing it are clearing six figures from backyard operations. Number 1. The artisan mead maker and small commercial vintner mead, honey wine, was the original alcohol of agricultural humanity. Modern federal TTB licensing has created a small but premium commercial category. Small batch mead makers operate under federal TTB and state permits, producing 200 to 2,000 gallons per year in a small operation. Premium artisan mead retails for $18 to $50 per bottle, with rare varietals and barrel-aged batches clearing $70 to $200 per bottle. A small commercial operation producing 500 gallons per year generates $80,000 to $150,000 in gross revenue. Established Madeiries reach $300,000 to $500,000 annually, with strong tasting room and distribution sales. Licensing is significant. Federal TTB permits, state alcohol licensing, label approval, and excise tax registration all apply. The process takes 6 to 12 months and several $1,000s in fees, but the trade rewards patience and the long-term thinking older operators bring naturally. Grandpa would have called this making honey wine the way it has been made for 5,000 years. The modern market calls it the highest margin, artisan beverage category in America. Here's what makes this whole list remarkable. Every one of these trades survived the worst economy in modern history because they solved real problems for real neighbors. The regulations that followed were not designed to kill these trades. They were designed to protect consumers from bad operators. The trades that respected the rules survived, evolved, and now operate as premium small batch artisan businesses. A reminder before we close, every trade in this video has specific federal, state, and local licensing requirements. Nothing here is professional advice. If you found even 3 of these trades useful, share this video with someone who has the patience and the curiosity for artisan small batch work. Drop a comment telling me what your great-grandparents did during the Depression to keep food on the table. The best stories become future videos. Hit subscribe because next week we are going into the clever weekend trades that doubled pension income after 6. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.